Okay, I'm live. What's up, everybody? Um, so I'm not sure how many people are gonna show up on here, but it is what it is. What I'm doing now, I'm going to be starting this group, and it's going to be called the Ex People Pleaser Circle. And the reason why I want to start this group is because I feel like there's a lot of people out there that need help with overcoming people pleasing. So I decided to create this group. And the reason why I call it the Ex People Pleaser Circle is simply because I believe in manifesting. I believe in to speaking things into existence. So I'm sorry, let me get some water. So like I was saying, I believe in manifesting and speaking things into existence. And I call it the ex people pleaser circle because you eventually will leave this group one day and become an ex people pleaser. So right now you may be coming into this group seeking some type of help on how you can overcome people pleasing. And it's going to be helpful. So as an ex people pleaser myself, I'm gonna say every now and again, I still kind of have like times where I get like caught up into like this bad habit or whatever. But most of the time, I'm able to just like snap out of it, and that's because I start my day off right. I start my day off thinking about what I can do for me, what's going to benefit me so I can become this best version that I possibly can be before my last day here on earth. And so I feel like once you start to do things for yourself, you begin to become into this place of I'm fulfilled. So now I might have something left over that I can do to help somebody else. But that will only come once you're able to fulfill your own needs, and do more of what's important to you. Um, so yeah. So let me talk about um yeah, so I went over why I called it the ex people pleaser circle because I feel like one day you're gonna be, you're gonna be able to be in this group and you're gonna be able to leave out of it and be like, okay, I don't people please anymore. So um as far as like starting your day off right, I feel like if you take like the night before, right? You take the night before, like right before you go to sleep, and then you think about like what you want to accomplish, like certain goals for that next day or whatever. And I feel like it's important to do this every night because you don't want to get caught up into the habit of people pleasing more. Because typically, people pleasers, they are people that go with the flow of things. They tend to wake up and they don't really have anything planned. They don't know what's going to go on with their day. They're waiting for somebody kind of like to tell them in a way like what to do. So for an example, somebody come and ask you like, can you babysit my kids or something? And you probably forgot that, you have other obligations or whatnot, but you're so caught up into saying yes all the time or trying to be there for someone that you tend to forget about what's important to you, your own needs. So if you start off that night before planning out, okay, today I want to go to the gym between, let's say, I don't know, 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. or whatever, then that way, when that time comes, you will know like this is the time that I need to give to myself. So if somebody asks me to do something at that time, I can say no easier because I already have obligations. So it's like just practicing doing that will get you to the place of I feel like a better version of you and less of you doing this people pleasing every day. So that's why it's important. And let's see. So I guess for like myself, so I can give you an example of myself. Right now, I have a business that I'm running, and I'm trying to post consistently too about people pleasing and just like being like better versions of yourself every day, right? So for me, I tend to wake up, I take like my girls to school or whatnot, and then After that, I come home and I will go like through my phone and I'll look at like different content that I have and I'll just post it. So once I post that, I might get like a couple calls for my locksmith business, and then I will go and just do a job or whatnot. But then at a certain time, like if I'm not getting any calls, really like kind of like at 11, that's where I'm trying to more so be there for like my family. Trying to just make sure that I'm doing things for them because I was able to do a little bit of something for myself. So now I'm fulfilled in a way. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I do. That's just one thing that I do. And let's see what else I want to talk about. Okay, planning your day. Okay, I'm just looking at my notes right now. I do want to talk about just like creating boundaries. So I have a list of how you can go about that. I feel like it's very important to have boundaries. So you just don't get caught up in the flow of people pleasing all the time. So let me see. So for me, I had an issue with letting people know whether or not I can do something, like right there on the spot. So somebody asked me like, "Can you do X, Y, and Z?" And I'm just like, the person that's asking me is kind of like a person that that you get along with, but you don't want to like let them down, at times. And since you don't want to let them down, it gets to a point where you're automatically responding saying, yes, I'll do it. And then it's like you get thrown off because you forget about everything else that you was going to do for yourself. So for me, what I started doing is I started to create this boundary where it's just like, I know you need me to do this, but I'm not sure whether or not I can do it yet. So I'm not saying yes or I'm not saying no, but I'll let you know if I can do it and I'll get back with you or whatever. I'm much better at it now. So like now I don't even really do that. Since I planned out my day the previous day, um, now I know that I have these obligations. I planned out my day where I need to do this. So if they're asking me to do something at the times that I already have planned out to do something for myself, I can automatically just say no. But it's just going to take, if you are constantly people pleasing, now it's going to take you a minute to get to that part, but eventually you will get there. So that's one thing that I had to do. I had to create that boundary for people. Let's go over some more. Um, I have like a list of them. So like this is similar to what I just said. Like I need to prioritize my well-being, so I can't do that right now. So that's one thing you could say and implement into your life. Another one. I value our relationship, but I need to set some boundaries to take care of myself. Okay, so that has the word boundaries in it too. Let's go over another one. It's important for me to focus on my needs right now, my own needs right now. I'm gonna go over one more. I like this one. So it says, I need to be honest with you. I can't commit to that. Because you obviously you want to be honest, but it's just like sometimes as people pleasers, you tend to not be honest with yourself and or with the person that's asking you to do something because you start to let the fear or the anxiety take over and answer for you. And now you come off as inauthentic or a liar or not real because deep down inside you wanted to say no, but you said yes. But that was probably because you were put on the spot and they're looking for you to, hey, can you help me out? Yes or no, type of thing. So just with more practice, giving yourself that time and space to think about your answer before giving it would definitely help you overcome with people pleasing. So let's see what else I want to talk about. Um, so I'm not gonna keep this live too much longer. So I want to pretty much end it with just going over affirmations. So I'm gonna say probably like maybe let me see one, two. I'm gonna say like five of them. So the first one says, "I will think about what is best for me first. So I like that one because it's just reiterating more so things that you need to do for yourself. So you would start thinking about yourself first, not so much of what everybody else would want from you. So tell yourself, I will think about what is best for me first. The next one says, I will not say yes to avoid confrontation. And I know I found myself in that situation or those situations a bunch growing up where it's just like you don't want to say no because you're afraid of some type of conflict. You're afraid that this person is going to say something that triggers you to be upset with them, or them looking at you like, yeah, I can't depend on you. When in reality, you have to have these boundaries. You have to let them know, like, I can't do that for you. Like, regardless of what type of confrontation, I mean, what type of conflict you might have or might not have, because most of the time it's all in your head, anyways. Like, the conflict probably isn't even going to present itself. It's just a matter of you just practicing and saying, no, I can't help you right now, but I'll let you know. So the next one says, I am worthy of love, even if I sometimes lack the capacity to do things for others. So that one basically, it deals with people pleasers or people, period, that feel like I have to do things for you in order for you to love me. And that's not true. You know, you really don't have to be doing things just to show someone that, I love you. Because it's like you're going to end up being in a position where you're doing so much for the person that you're not going to have any energy or the capacity to do anything for yourself. And then at the end of the day, you're going to be mad. But it's like the only person you could be mad at is yourself because you allowed yourself to, overcompensate, for the lack of energy. Like you didn't really have the energy to do stuff for people, but you constantly saying, yes, I'll do that because I don't want them not to love me or whatever. And it's like you're worthy of love even if you lack the capacity to do things for others. And let me see, i'm gonna do I'm just gonna do one more. I will not allow anxiety, fear, or worry to make decisions that negatively impact my mental health. So that's another thing. It's similar to the first one, but I mean the last one, but it's just not allowing like the anxiety of fear basically answer for you. So just don't allow it. Don't allow the anxiety or fear of like fear of rejection to stop you from pretty much giving an answer that's based on what you really feel on the inside, not an answer based on what you think this person may want you to say or something like that, right? So just being authentic, being real with yourself and not lying to yourself or lying to other people. Like, look, you know what? I'm not going to allow this anxiety, this fear push me into saying something that I don't really want to, do or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much. Hopefully people that was watching this, it helps you in some type of way. I'm gonna do more of these lives. It's just a matter of me just pushing through too, because this is new for me. I don't usually do these lives. I usually just do like pre-recorded videos. So I need to stop saying so much too. I gotta. That's just a habit right there. But anywho, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it, and I'm gonna bring some more content next time I go live, which will probably be next week. I have to be consistent, so I have to be a little harder on myself because right now I really didn't want to do this video. I was tired. I'm like, man, I could be chilling in the bed, but anywho, I'm not gonna blab y'all to death. So I'll catch y'all next time. As soon as I figure out how to end this live. Oh, there you go.